Hello, Boss Word. Welcome to Boxing Blog Center. Well, I want to give my thoughts on the weighing of Efe Ajagba and his next opponent, Santino Turnbow. And also, I might make a quick prediction of the fight as well. I know most of you guys think Ajagba got this, that he will knock Santino Turnbow out, but I still have to give my thoughts on the fight. I mean, who wins? And first of all, let me say I'm very impressed by Ajagba's physique. I know the reason why it's like that. I mean, he's a Nigerian, so he hits Eba, Egusi, Amala, you know what I mean? Owo, you understand? He hits real Nigerian food, definitely. He's Nigerian. And we Nigerians, you hardly see fat in our body, all muscular. And only when some Nigerians have money, they seem to have big bellies. Well, maybe it's just part of the culture, I must say. But nevertheless, let's get straight to the point. So Ajagba, the one and only, weighing at 235.8, while his opponent, Santino Turnbow, weighing at 228.5. So Ajagba weighed higher than Santino Turnbow. But when you look at both of those guys' physique, you can tell that Ajagba is in another league. I mean, compared to Santino Turnbow. I don't know what to say, but I think Santino Turnbow, should have came in, in a better shape. I mean, Nick Jones, the last guy Ajagba knocked out, came in a very good shape. At least come in a good shape. Like, you see Santino Turnbow, I know, well, physique doesn't mean anything when you can fight, because a guy like Dominic Brazil doesn't have the best physique, but he's a heavy puncher and he's a deadly guy to go in with as well. So physique don't really mean anything, but I mean, Santino Turnbow might just be another punching bag, to Ajagba. But looking at his record, he's had 3 losses and 4 wins, which is okay. I mean, yeah, he's a cruiserweight, like he's a blown up heavyweight. It's not a real heavyweight. He's a cruiserweight, and he's also 36 years old. Ajagba is still young, fresh, 24, monstrous, and has one of the the best jabs in the heavyweight division right now. His jabs are very hard. His jabs are not just normal jabs. They come with too much force in it. Because I was just rewatching a lot of Ajagba's fights and just studying his style. I also rewatched his Olympic fights, and Ajagba really has some skills. I mean, he's not a one-trick pony. As for now, we can say Ajagba will improve. He's a guy that loves challenges. He's a guy that has been fighting for a very long time. I mean, he wasn't really a fan of boxing, until a friend of his told him, why not get into boxing? And also, he was born with the power. So I don't know if Nick Jones will be able to handle that power, or maybe Nick Jones might show something different, like take him to distance, like use some whole tricks to confuse Ajagba. Ajagba is still very young, and still learning. Still learning. Still learning. I think he will learn. He will learn faster, but I just don't see Nick Jones or like Nick Jones. He's already knocked out Nick Jones. I just don't see Santino Turnbow beating Ajagba. I just don't see it. And a lot of the boxing fans, especially Nigerians, are asking Ajagba to step up. I mean, you go to his Instagram page and you see that. People say, well, this is easy work for you. Nigerians want to see him tested against Daniel Dubois. Well, I don't think Frank Warren will ever put Daniel Dubois in a ring with Ajagba. Maybe it might happen in the future, but right now, I don't see it happening. Because Daniel Dubois is another monster who is a very, very heavy puncher, but does not have the experience that Ajagba has. And Frank Warren, he's now hesitating to put Daniel Dubois in with Nathan Gorman. Nathan Gorman is a very skillful fighter as well. So he don't want to match his fighters up together. But just imagine if Eddie Hearn was, the promoter of Ajagba. Ajagba would have stepped up a little bit, stepped up by now, not fighting the likes of Santino Turnbow, but maybe the likes of Kevin Johnson or so like that. Yeah. So I would just like Ajagba to fight a guy like Kevin Johnson to see where he's at. I mean, where what he needs to work on, because Kevin Johnson is a guy, you might say, well, he's a journeyman, but Kevin Johnson has taken a lot of great heavyweights, good heavyweights to distance, or upcoming prospect as well. Only Joshua has been able to stop him, in a very brutal fashion. Tyson Fury couldn't do that. Vitaly Klitschko couldn't do that. Young prospect Daniel Dubois, very powerful, couldn't do that. Only the unified heavyweight king of the world has been able to do that, which is very impressive to be sincere. So, and I want to see how Ajagba will fare against Kevin Johnson. Kingpin Johnson might be out of his prime, but is still very durable in the ring, and he can take you the distance. He knows how to trick you and how to use his experience to make you look foolish. Just look how he made Daniel Dubois look foolish. I laugh in Chinese. Well, it was nice. A lot of people want to see Ajagba against Daniel Dubois. Well, don't hope on it too much, because Frank Warren will never put Daniel Dubois in against Ajagba, the one and only. I think Ajagba will just beat up Daniel Dubois so badly. I mean, because Daniel Dubois might have the power, but he don't have experience. This is why he should have gone to the Olympics. Not saying that Olympic would have done him more better, no, but he should have stayed in the amateur, for like the next 3 to 4 years before he turned pro. But he didn't want to do that. He just wanted to go in straight and become a pro, pro boxer, which is nice. And I think Daniel Dubois would be one of the heavyweight forces to be reckoned with. I just think the experience is not there yet, and putting him in against Ajagba right now will be very dangerous. I want to see Ajagba against Jerry Miller, but we already know Jerry Miller is a ducker. All he wants is that after the Joshua's payday, AJ's payday. I mean, if Miller wasn't a good talker, I don't think a lot of people would take him serious. I think because he's got this mouth and he's American and he talks a lot of shit, and he's a very good talker and he knows how to hype a fight. That's the reason why people are taking him serious. Because looking at the Ring Magazine rankings, Miller shouldn't even be there, in my opinion. Miller shouldn't be above Kurbatpulov, but he is, which is very strange and confusing, but that's how it is. Ajagba needs to fight a guy like Kevin Johnson just to test himself, to see how far he can go, to see if he can go to distance, to see if whether he will gas out or not. He needs to be tested. And people are saying, well, he's got 7 fights, time will come. Well, I know he has 7 fights, but he's above what we think he is. He's above that. He has experience. He's bossed in many places. Been to a couple of competitions. It was in Congo. This guy has been working hard and improving every time. So I think a guy like Santino might bring his experience all along, but Santino is a cruiserweight who turned, let's say he's a blown up heavyweight, okay? Or blown up cruiserweight. Let's say blown up cruiserweight. So I don't think he has a chance against Ajagba. When Ajagba hits him with a jab, I think Ajagba's jab will drop Santino Turnbow. I think that Santino Turnbow will be dropped by Ajagba's jab, not the right hand, because the right hand might just brutalize him. Maybe I'm just talking shit. Maybe I'm wrong, but tonight we are going to find out. Lots of fight to cover tonight. I will be awake, lots of fight to cover tonight because Dillian White will be going up against the Richard. And then you have the Charlo brothers as well fighting. Then you have Joshua Boaxi. So yeah, you have David Price against Tom Little. And he's going to be very interesting. And we also have Carlos Takam against Senat Gachi. I'm looking forward to that. Senat Gachi, a lot of people are telling me, well, Senat Gachi is not really had the level of Carlos Takam. Well, we know Senat Gachi hasn't been tested in the elite level. You know what I mean? He hasn't. But one thing you cannot take away is that this guy has knocked out 17 people out of the 18 he's fought. And against Tom Schwartz, that's his only loss. So I'm not saying that Senat Gachi can beat Carlos Takam, but in the heavyweight division, everyone has a chance as long as you can punch. And I think Senat Gachi can punch. But I favor Carlos Takam, who's a very tough man and who has competed a lot of times at the elite level to win that fight. But it's not going to be easy. But if Takam makes it easy, then congrats to Takam. So tonight is going to be very interesting. I will be definitely covering all the fights. Hopefully I don't slip off because the Ajagba fight will be televised here on Sunday morning. So I'm going to be awake till tomorrow morning. long road to go today, but nevertheless, it's boxing. I'm a boxing fan, and I will always spare some time for the sport. I love it a lot. Love boxing. Always will, and forever, bro. No doubt about that. Give it a toss below, guys. Do you see an easy win for Ajagba, or you see there's going to distance? A lot of people will say Ajagba will knock him out. I believe as well. So just give it a toss below. Like the video, share, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Cheers, everyone.
See me first.